Hello, good morning everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. Today is 25th of January. So we'll start our analysis with the chart on our screen. This is USD This chart looks really nice from the way I've drawn it. We have like a resistance trend line from this point. It runs all the way up to this point. Then we also have a resistance support, a supportive trend line, this one. So what we expect to be happening now, as long as the price is held below this point, this trend line, this will be a good place to look for a sell from. So technically this was the place you're supposed to have sold from. If you didn't sell it there, this is still a very good place to sell it from. If the price can come back to it, then this is going to be a very good place where you want to look for a sell from. The idea is to sell it. If the price pulls back to the same place, then pick a sell position. Expect that sell to take us up to around 103.245. The next chart is GBP/USD. So GBP/USD also looks a bit good. It looks really nice. You can see we actually have some shape formation, converging wedge formation. Now on this chart, what you want to happen, we want price to continue up. We want price to continue up to the upper trend line, this one, before it can bounce off to the lower side. So this will give us the ideal place to look for a sell from. If you're on this chart now, this will give us the ideal place where we want to look for a sell from. So we just want price to come back nicely up to this point, bounce off from this point up to the trend line which you have at the very bottom, this one. So we'll buy it expecting a move to this point where we'll sell it up to the trend line which we have at the very bottom. Is EUR/USD. So EUR/USD, we've seen a breakout above a trend line. We have this trend line here. So this is like some resistance trend line, a resistance trend line, and then there's a breakout at this point, pulled back down up to the same point, and as it is now, we are seeing a move to the upper side. So we actually expect a momentum even higher up to this point, 1.22183. So if you're on this chart now, you should be expecting price to continue upwards. Expect price to continue massively to the upper side up to the trend line which you have, the line which you have at the very top, this line here, 1.22183. so if you are currently looking at EUR/USD, you're supposed to be expecting buyers to come in from around 1.21667, where we are likely to see a continuation upwards up to 1.22183. The next chart I want us to look at Brent oil. So Brent oil, the same thing is happening. We see like a possible flag formation. Just look at this here. We had a resistance, we had a support, we had a resistance, we had a support. The price continued to the upper side, which means this is going to form. So this will be the ideal place where we want to sell this symbol. If the price does not clearly break beyond the upper trend line, then that will be a good place to look for a sell from. But if the price breaks and closes above it, then that will mean. So the next chart I want us to look at SP 500 here. So on this chart we are upwards. On SP 500 we are upwards. As it is now, the price is still continuing to the upper side, despite everything, despite this move which you saw to the lower side last week. This is like a minor correction. The price still continued even higher. So look at it like this. As long as the price at 8.2 and then bounce off nicely to the upper side, as it is now, we want a break above this swing high 3866.0 so that we can continue to the upper side. Yes, so we want a break above that swing high so that we can continue to the upper side. The next chart I want us to look at is gold. So for some reasons, gold has not been giving us the correct signal so far. Like, it has not given us the best place to look for a trade from. We keep seeing continuation to the lower side. Like, we keep seeing price correcting itself to the lower side. We have this here, this like some level as a resistance level. We also have a level there, this like some range. So if the price should break above 1781.23, I mean below 1781.23 or above 1966.40, then those are going to be the correct places to look for trades from. If we see a break beyond 1966.40, it means we are continuing up to this point. If it breaks below this point, then that will mean you are continuing down up to this point, 1676.62. So this is like some range formation where gold is now. There is a range between we have a range between 1966.40 and 1781.23. If the price breaks above any of these levels, then these are going to be the correct places to look for trades from. So if the price breaks above the upper trend line, we do expect a continuation upwards up to 2036.14. If the price breaks below 1781.23, then that would mean we are continuing to the lower side up to the next level, which is 1676.62. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's analysis. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. So thank you. See you.